Hello everybody, my name is Vito Bell. If you're new to this channel, I am 20 years old, going to school for music and Spanish in North Carolina, and I love wet shaving. I've been doing these YouTubes for a while, and I've been wet shaving / DE shaving for quite a while now. And actually, it looks like I'm going to be getting into straight razor shaving very soon. I'm super excited to that. All thanks to this amazing connection I've been able to make recently with the guy who runs the Shaving Chronicles and the Gentleman's Edge YouTube channels. So if you are new to wet shaving or straight razor shaving or just check out his channel. There's so much really amazing information, and he's such an amazing guy. And moving on, let's get right into this video. So let's look at the title here. Why is shaving irritating? Troubleshooting your shave. Now, I decided this is the third video out of 4 videos that I'll be making on this subject as of right now. And my inspiration behind creating this video set is I know a lot of people that either are afraid to get into wet shaving or are hesitant to begin wet shaving, DE shaving due to past traumas, past experiences, or maybe a misunderstanding of it just in general. Now, I truly believe that anyone can get an amazing shave. I really do. I think anyone can get an amazing shave. And I made these videos in particular to kind of highlight some of the things that may be affecting your shave and may have given people like that you know, or may even be this is supposed to explain some reasons why you may have gotten a bad understanding or a bad first experience with DE shaving, wet shaving. So moving on, so this is the third video out of 4 videos, and each of these videos will be illustrating the 4 factors that I believe have an effect on the quality of your shave. So the first one is lather, second one is technique, third one is instruments, and the fourth one is external factors. Now, I kind of got, I guess, out of alignment here. I haven't edited the video, so it's saying technique is the second one, but technique is this video and is the third one. The video I make after this will be about the external factors, very mysterious, about wet shaving. So external factors that may be influencing the quality of your shave and may have been one of the reasons why you or a loved one may have experienced something unpleasant. So moving right into this one in particular, technique. Now, I believe that there are 3 categories involved with explaining technique: pressure, angle, and are you going against, with, or across the grain? Now, I'm sure that there are more, but I think these are pretty general. These are 3 factors that are pretty general. I think that pretty much covers everything that you could really worry about for the most part on technique. So moving into pressure. So pressure. How much pressure should you use? Trick question. None. You shouldn't be using pressure at all. Now, the thing is, it may not feel like you're using pressure. You might be using pressure and not realize it. You know, I mean, when you shave with a cartridge razor, it's just automatic to use pressure. You know, it doesn't feel like you're like, oh, I'm just pressing a little bit on the skin, I'm not really using pressure. Well, any amount of pressure is still pressure. So if you think you aren't using pressure, it's still safe to double check. I definitely went through that problem when I started. I kept telling myself, you know, I'm not using any pressure. I'm just kind of, you know, just applying the razor to my face. And what I didn't realize was I was just applying it a little too hard, which means I was applying it just in general. I mean, you might actually want to double check that, believe it or not. You might not realize it. Now, if you feel like you have to use pressure, if you feel like you have to, you can do a number of things. Like I said, this is a troubleshooting video, so I'm not just going to talk to you about problems you may have. I'm going to give you some hopefully some possible solutions. So if you feel like you have to use pressure, you can either purchase a more aggressive razor, purchase sharper blades, purchase a heavier razor, or try an open comb or different variant of closed comb, open comb razor. Now, when I talk about purchasing a more aggressive razor, I really do kind of mean the comb, the weight, all of those things combined. Maybe a slant bar razor too. Those are all ways to get a more aggressive razor. Purchasing sharper blades, you can look that up online, on forums. You could ask in the comments section of this video, because if you are purchasing blades from your local convenience store or drugstore, then they may not be what you're looking for. If you're feeling tugging, if you're feeling pulling, if you feel like you have to use pressure to get that shave, you might not even need a more aggressive razor. You might just need sharper blades. I would suggest purchasing sharper blades first, and if the sharper blades aren't giving you the shave that you want, then go for a more aggressive razor. And by more aggressive, I mean either make it heavier, make it open comb, or get a slant bar. Ooh, popped my back. Sorry. Now, let's move on to what does a heavier razor look like versus a lighter razor. I got both of these from an antique store, different ones, different antique store. The one on the left is my Gillette Fat Boy. As the name indicates, is pretty thick. The handle is pretty thick. It's a weighty razor. I really don't get the urge to use pressure when I shave with this bad boy. Now, looking at the razor on the right, this is a Gillette Tech with a ball end. I purchased this at an antique store, and I don't really ever use this, just because it's not really aggressive enough for me. When I started using it, I immediately realized it. But that was only because I had used other razors before. Now, if you have bought something that is similar in size to this Gillette Tech here on the right, that's your first purchase, it's your first safety razor, then you might not realize the advantages of having weight in the razor. Now, these are both closed comb razors. Looking at each of them, I actually have them here. I just took these pictures a second ago. That's a slim. Sorry, let me check here. Yeah, they basically both have closed comb. So the only difference here is really just weight. Okay, moving on to the angle. Now, I'm sure you've heard that the magic word here is 30 degrees. I'm sure you know this already. I'm just putting 30 degrees. Now, if you have too much of an angle, you're gonna have a raw face. If you have too little angle, you're gonna be pulling hair. Everyone basically knows these things. If you're new to wet shaving, then welcome to the 30-degree mindset. Try and stay around there, and you'll be fine. If you need to know what 30 degrees looks like, you could watch any other video ever about wet shaving with a double-edged razor. And if you are curious as to how that feels on your face, then you can just put the razor on your face 90 degrees. Make sure there's not a blade in this. 90 degrees. And then as you're shaving, just kind of play around with the angle and you'll feel it start to bite. That's really all I have to say about that. The 30-degree angle thing is pretty standard knowledge. Now, against, with, or across the grain. So those are pretty much the three options when you're shaving. So first of all, I would like to say you'll want to know your face. Now, there are a lot of those maps online. I didn't link any for copyright reasons. I don't want to get in copyright trouble, but you'll see these pictures of people with like a drawing, and they'll have arrows all over their face, like, oh, you should shave this way, and then this way, and then down. And I'm sure, I don't know how popular of an opinion this is, but I don't think you should ever look at those. I think it's like, everyone is different. Everyone's face is different. First, yeah, definitely everyone's face is different. Everyone's hair growth is different. And you should shave with your face in mind. You know, like me, I kind of, my hair grows all the way across my face in one direction. All of the hairs on my face grow to my left, and point in that direction. It's really weird. And when I started shaving, I was following those shaving maps, and it turned out on half of my face I was shaving against the grain, and half of my face I was shaving with the grain. You know, like, those are the kind of things that, like, oh my gosh, why is the right side of my face so raw? Well, maybe you should shave with your with your hair growth. I didn't realize that was something I had to worry about until I actually like had enough facial hair to start realizing that. Now, another thing is try and avoid going across the grain unless you know what you're doing. Now, I know that it's not a complicated topic. You know, it's not like, you know, it's not, generally I would say the best razors to shave across the grain with are safety razors and straight razors. So if you're watching this video, that's not really going to be a problem for you, but still it's something you should understand, that shaving across the grain does open you up for more discomfort, more irritation, ingrown hairs, etc. Just be aware of that. I do not ever shave across the grain. Even if I need to be like the cleanest shaven I've ever been, I'll just go, sorry, oh wow, I meant to say against the grain in this video. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Don't try avoid shaving against the grain unless you know what you're doing. Oh my gosh, I feel, oh man, I've misled everybody. Don't shave against the grain. Oh, I never shave against the grain. That's what I'm saying. Oh, yes. Don't shave, I'm sorry, that was wrong in the PowerPoint. Don't shave against the grain. I never do it. I don't. I have such sensitive skin that if I shave against the grain, even for a little bit, even with a super sharp razor, really, you know, or like even on like the lowest settings of my adjustable razors, I still have discomfort. I still have irritation. Just stay away from it unless you want that. Unless you want that, what they call it, a BSS, baby smooth shave, which I personally like. I do like it when it's smooth, but I don't feel the need to be super smooth all the time. I just, you know, I shave to be professional. I shave because I enjoy it, and I'm not here to tear my face up. So unless you're really going for that baby smooth shave, then I would stay away from shaving against the grain. I'm so sorry about that. Now, I said earlier that my facial hair grows in one direction. Here's a picture of that. As you can see, on my cheek here, down near my jawline, that's all growing to the right. I meant to say right earlier rather than left, too. Should have just felt it. Yes, to the right. Now, if I had taken another picture of the other side of my face, you would see that it's all pointing to the right as well. This is maybe with like 1 or 2 days worth of growth. You know, I really don't have a really thick beard, but still, if I shave against the grain, or if I tried shaving with one of those shaving maps, I'd end up with irritation, one side of my face raw and the other fine, the little things like that. I say little things, but not really little. Oh, external factors. Let's get out of that. That's for another day, another video. So, it looks like we have reached the end of this video in particular. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. The connections that I've been able to build with people through doing this is just like so amazing. I'm so excited, and just oh my gosh, so excited to try straight razor shaving, thanks to the help and the patronage and mentorship of the man who runs the Shaving Chronicles page and the Gentleman's Edge page. And I love reading comments and hearing questions, and I would love to hear feedback on this format of video. I decided to be a little professional with it. With the setup, I tried to do what I could to make sure I can give all of you guys enough information for all this. And if there's anything you'd like to see in the future, I'd love to hear about that as well. I always drag out the ends of the videos so long just because I'm so grateful and so excited to keep making videos, and they usually end up being 15 minutes long, but I believe this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day, and happy shaving, y'all. Thanks again.